people tend to approach me with like issues of creativity. And there's a particular fear that I want to address. It's like school teaches us something wrong about life and about like a great deal of the world or how things work, right? And maybe there's a better way that they could approach it. Maybe they're doing the best they can, but it's just like in school, if you try and fail, um, you're getting like an F, or you're getting some red text, you know, or you're getting like a red check, or it's just like you suck, right? And that's not really how life functions, right? Like, as long as you're still alive, it's fine to make a mistake and do something wrong or an error. Like, you can't find any sort of success in life without a level of experimentation, right? And a level of failure. And failure is better thought of as a tool to get you to success. It's the bricks. Like each failure is a brick that you use to build, like, I don't know, the house of success or something like that, right? Like without any failure, you're not learning any lessons and whatnot. And so like a lot of times I get people who say they don't know what to do. They don't want to make that first move on say starting to learn to make their own video game, or maybe starting to live stream, or just do like any, like, you don't need to be like some great success at any of these stuff. They just don't want to do something, but they don't do it because they don't want to feel as if they've failed. I mean, even just getting better at like a competitive video game or something like that. And it's like, yeah, well, if you don't try, like, yeah, I never failed this class because I never took it or whatever, you know? And then now I can't screw up because I never attempted anything, right? And then I don't have to feel bad. But the thing about that is, like, that's fundamentally wrong, because, like, you're limiting yourself, right? And your potential, and a learning exercise. Like, failure is knowledge, or at least it can be if you're paying attention. It should be. Failure should be knowledge, and so you should be out there failing and allowing yourself places to fail, or like a safe space to fail. You're not going to be held back a grade or whatever when you get to like real life itself, right? So it's okay to screw up. It's okay to try and work out. It's okay to try something, and you know, it might not even, you might not even just hated that you tried, and you found out that you didn't like it as much as you thought you did, right? And I know I'm being very abstract, but I'm really trying to get across the point that it's just, there's not really a reason to not do most things that aren't life-threatening. And if it's something that you shouldn't, that's not safe to take an attempt at, like, I'm not saying, like, you know, go mortgage your home and start like making an indie game. Like, you can be smarter about the risks that you take in life, but you have to expect failure, allow yourself room for failure, and also don't view that as failure in the way we traditionally view that as failure, because that's knowledge. It's experimentation, and experimentation is important for even the potential of success, because very few people get things right the first time. Because when you learned to walk as a child, did you one day turn around, stand up, get up on two legs, stop crawling, and just walk perfectly for the rest of your life? And you never, ever, ever fell down? Like, ever. You never fell down. Right? Like, immediately kids fall right down right away. And then as some adult, you're going to screw up still and trip on something, and then you're going to fall again anyway. So, I mean, like, what are you going to do? Never try to walk? Ever? Right? And, like, this is innate. This is organic. Like, it's natural for us to see something we want to do, attempt to do it, fail at it, and then continue to try to do it. Like that's baked into our DNA. You don't have to like go, okay, baby, we're gonna learn to walk, and then that gets churned out of us because we kind of go through this system which benefits us in other ways, but then it tells us, it's like, oh baby, okay, sit back down. You failed. You failed at walking, like this semester or this quarter. You failed your walking class, so you got to go back to crawling. And I mean, you do go back to crawling as a baby because you fell down and you need to get around. But you're gonna keep trying to walk, and then the difference is there's no like just there's discouragement, isn't there? Nobody like handed you like this failure card and like these bad feelings. You fell and it might have hurt. You might have hurt yourself, but there's nothing but encouragement and the expectation that you're gonna walk again. And the fear of falling obviously didn't hold any of us back. So I think that desire to do what we wanted to do is like organically stronger. And I think I just feel like in order to get what you want out of life, you need to if you've lost that, you need to reach back and get that and embrace that. And it's like, of course, baby doesn't learn to walk by like the edge of the freeway or something dangerous like that. But like, as long as you're in the right environment, you should always experiment. And so like that's an answer to like a lot of different questions I get asked. Like, how can I be creative? How can I do X? How should I learn how to program? How should I learn the 3D model? How should I start live streaming? How should I do anything? And it's just like, well, you can get advice and you can get prepared and you can make it the best try you possibly can. But you can't be scared of a blank page. Like, you've got to write something down if you want to get that novel started that you want to write or whatever, right? And it might suck, and you might suck at it, and you might not like it. But if you just leave everything blank, sure, you didn't fail, but you're 100% also guaranteed to like never ever succeed. And you got to really ask yourself, is that what you really want? Because if you're asking yourself that question, the answer is no. That's not what you want. You want to go try. You want to go try.